Ohio.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chairman, for yielding me the time. I must say my colleague just commented on the Bush administration's rewrite of the stream buffer zone rule that took 5 years. He qualified that as a midnight rewrite. My goodness, that was a really long night. It took 5 years to do it. You know, today I rise in strong support of legislation that I've sponsored to stop the administration's job-destroying war on coal. This legislation is in direct response to the President's ongoing rewrite of the stream buffer zone rule, a rule that, according to the administration's own estimates, would cost at least 7,000 direct jobs and potentially tens of thousands direct and indirect jobs. Mere days after assuming office, President Obama set out to rewrite this rule that will cost tens of thousands of jobs, cut coal production by up to 50% in America, and cause electricity rates to skyrocket even higher than the President has already pushed them. Because, as we all know, the average utility bill for the middle class has risen over $300 a year because of this President's radical environmental policies. The last thing the middle class needs is their utility bill even higher. However, if the story ended there, it wouldn't be bad enough. But it doesn't end there. It actually gets much worse. The President's administration has deliberately tried to hide the truth about the cost of this rule to the American public. In fact, a presidential appointee asked the contractors working on the rule to lie about the job loss numbers so the administration could convince the American public that this rule was good public policy. Thankfully, the contractors were men and women of character and would not lie for the administration. The President's administration then fired those contractors. The Natural Resources Committee has subpoenaed the administration for documents and audio recordings relating to the rule. Not surprisingly, as we have seen many times before, the President has failed to live up to his campaign promise of leading the most open, transparent government ever, because he has not allowed the administration to turn over the documents that we've asked for because he knows they will hurt his re-election prospects. But this legislation is not about a sloppy and unethical rules process. This legislation is about saving tens of thousands of jobs for hardworking Americans. And it's about providing reliable, affordable energy sources for hardworking taxpayers and businesses all across America. Throughout the country, hardworking coal miners and utility plant workers are losing their jobs because of this President's radical environmental policies. Just this week, hundreds of coal miners were told they would lose their jobs because of the President's anti-coal stance. Just today, a utility company announced that they would close a coal-fired power plant and hundreds more workers would lose their jobs. These job losses are in addition to the thousands of Ohioans in eastern and southeastern Ohio that have lost their jobs because of the President's radical policies.
I give the gentleman an additional 15 seconds.
This legislation will bring a stop to the administration's war on coal by not only stopping the job-destroying rewrite of the stream buffer zone rule, but it also contains 4 bipartisan bills that have already been passed through the House. I urge all of my colleagues to support this job-saving legislation, and with that, I yield back the balance of my time.
Chairman yields back.